Good morning. It's another beautiful edition of Newspaper Review here on the studios of Emirate Radio. Emirate Radio is located behind the Federal Ministry of Environment of Oyerinde, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I am Najeebat Oyerinde, and with me,
I am Misturah Issa. Good morning. Hope
good
you have
morning.
a lovely day.
I hope you have a wonderful night. And how are you coping with the weather? How are you coping with the weather?
The weather is this morning. Weather is okay, unlike yesterday's one.
Yesterday. So I hope you all enjoyed your night. And today here on the newspaper review, we bring to you different kind of headlines, news from different kind of newspaper across the world. And today we'll be looking into the Punch newspaper. Government now gives terrorist bandit celebrity treatment dialogue.
Starting with the Daily Post newspaper, Boeing normal in governance, FIRS boss defend Nigerian government loan plan.
Still on the Punch newspaper this morning, man stabs relative to death over land dispute in Anambra.
I'm still good to Daily Post newspaper. Oyo government announces road closures, traffic diversion ahead of Ladoja's coronation.
Still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Tanko Brook introduces digital fuel card.
Johnny on Punch newspaper, federal government promises health insurance for military men.
Moving to the leadership newspaper this morning, northern minorities blast El-Rufai over claims about Tinubu's ambition.
Heading to the Royal News newspaper, Akpoti Uduaghan resumes seat amid political tensions.
Still on the leadership newspaper this morning, Ekiti Guber, I can only step down for Oyebanji, says female aspirants.
Still on Royal News newspaper, Kwara government pledges improve primary health care delivery.
Still on the leadership newspaper this morning, Olawe Paul Ashim can win votes across Nigeria, PDP chieftain.
Moving to the Guardian newspaper, Katsina Assembly seek ban on school graduation parties.
Moving to the Daily newspaper this morning, government now give terrorist bandit celebrity treatment, dialogue says. And that's all we have on the headlines this morning. Let's go on a short break. When we're back, we are going to dive into the stories. Welcome back from that short break, and let's move on to the stories from the Punch newspaper this morning. Sano Nation extend ultimatum. The Joint Action Committee of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities and Allied Institutions has extended strike ultimatum issued to the government by 2 weeks. Recall that both unions earlier gave the federal government a 7-day ultimatum over unresolved welfare issues, warning of a looming nationwide strike. In a joint letter signed by SANO President Muhammad Ibrahim, the unions decried the unjust disbursement of the hand allowances to the staff of the university, non-payment of outstanding allowances, among others. Ibrahim recalled that the Joint Action Committee of NASU and SANO had, in a letter dated June 18, 2025, drawn the attention of the government to unresolved labor matters. That letter, he noted, led to a meeting with the minister on July 4, 2025. In a fresh letter addressed to chapters of the unions nationwide on Tuesday, the leadership of the union noted that the decision to extend the ultimatum followed a meeting with the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Education, Abel Enito, on Friday, September 19, 2025. The leadership of JAC of NASU and SANO, arising from a meeting held on Monday, 22nd September 2025, decided to keep you updated on the current status of our agitations forwarded for resolutions to the federal government.
Moving to the Daily Post newspaper, Boeing normal in governance, FIRS boss defend Nigerian government loan plan. The chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zach Adedeji, says Boeing should not be seen as a weakness in the Nigerian financial system, but as a normal part of government budgeting. Speaking at a press section in Abuja, Adedeji explained that the Tinubu administration has already altered the controversial ways and means practice where the central bank directly finance government expenditure. He said the outstanding balance from that arrangement has now been converted into a recognized federal government loan, which is being serviced. He said critics questioning the rationale behind government loans should remember that all borrowing is done within the framework already approved by the National Assembly. The FIRS boss insisted that the meeting revenue target does not mean borrowing should stop, pointing out that every country designed its budget with three major components: expenditure, revenue, and loans. According to him, borrowing is an essential part of the global economy and no government or individual survives purely on income without credit support. Adedeji further argued that the loan channeled into infrastructure projects such as road are economically sustainable, since future tax collection from those who use the facilities will help repay the debt. Well, it's normal. I think it's normal because most everybody normally to say that Nigeria is in debt, Nigeria is in debt, but when they are borrowing money, and even normal people, we the masses too, we borrow to survive sometimes.
We live on
so
debt.
We should not.
So even Nigeria lives on debt. So why can't
so we shouldn't be ashamed ashamed that we are borrowing.
We shouldn't.
Even other countries too are still borrowing and they repay their debt.
We shouldn't be ashamed, but we should just limit ourselves to some extent, sha. And still on the Punch newspaper this morning, man stabs relative to death over land disputes in Anambra. The way people just kill themselves because of land issues is now really, really rampant now. The Anambra State Police Command has arrested one Okochukwu Ezemo, male aged 45 years, for allegedly stabbing his relative to death over a family land dispute in Omunoacha village, Akwa Etiti, Idemili, South local government area of the state. It was gathered that the suspect struck the deceased, identified as Joseph, a 65-year-old, on the chest during a quarrel over the land dispute yesterday. Following the incident, the victim was immediately rushed to the hospital, where he was confirmed dead by a medical doctor on duty. The spokesman for the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed the development in a press statement today, said the police officers had visited the scene of the crime and relevant evidence, including photographs, was taken. Ikenga said officers from the Inobi Police Division headquarters arrested the suspect and he is currently under interrogation. He said the Anambra State Police Command operatives attached to the Inobi Police Division headquarters have arrested one Okochukwu Ezemo, male aged 45 years, over the death of his relative on an alleged family land dispute in Akwa Etiti.
Still glued to Daily Post newspaper, Oyo government announces road closures, traffic diversion ahead of Ladoja's coronation. Oyo State government has declared a temporary closure of key road in Ibadan ahead of the coronation of former governor Senator Rashidi Ladoja as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. The historic ceremony is scheduled to hold on Friday, September 26, 2025 at Mapo Hall, one day after Ladoja's 81st birthday. In a statement issued yesterday, the organizing committee said the closure would begin at 7 a.m. and affect the following routes: Bere Junction in Ward Mapo Hall, Born Photo Junction in Ward Ojoba, Idiawere Junction in Ward Ojoba, and Itamerin Junction in Ward Mapo Hall. The committee explained that the measures were necessary due to the high-profile nature of the event, which is expected to be graced by President Bola Tinubu and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde. To ease traffic, the government designated 3 official car parks for invited guests: Ibadan North Local Government Car Park in front of the Immigration Office, Agodi, the football field beside Yemetu Police Station, Liberty Stadium, Okeado. Shuttle buses will be available to transport guests with valid entry passes to Mapo Hall. Vendors, meanwhile, have been instructed to arrive between 6 a.m. and 6:45 a.m. to ensure smooth logistics. The committee also clarified that only the official convoy of the president and the governor will be granted unrestricted access to the coronation venue. Congratulations to the new Oluban of Ibadan land.
Congratulations to him.
I pray you should, how will I even say it?
I pray it should be of a good conduct to the villagers
And I pray for his long life and prosperity on the throne.
Still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Tango Brook introduces digital fuel card. Tango Brook Technologies has launched the Tango Fuel Card, a digital fuel management system designed to give individuals and corporate customers greater transparency, control, and rewards in managing fuel expenditure. In a statement on Tuesday, the company said the Tango Fuel Card provides access to physical payment cards accepted at fuel stations nationwide, alongside tools, detailed reports, analytics, and devices that help household and organization track and optimize fuel use while curbing fraud. The system, according to the company, can reduce fuel theft by up to 95%, prevent links before they occur, sets usage limits, and prevents unauthorized spending. Customers can also access real-time transaction details, including exact volumes purchased per transaction, to enhance financial management. The managing director of Tango Brook Technologies, Obi Wemambu, said the Tango Fuel Card transforms fuel management by giving businesses and individuals real-time visibility into consumption, mileage, and spending at both vehicles and driver levels. With PIN protection, customizable limits, and nationwide acceptance, it offers unmatched flexibility, security, and convenience. Enhanced with built-in rewards, Tango delivers savings while ensuring total control. I think this is a very good development, like for the full management and all for financial management for all the full vehicle users now. I think this is a great achievement.
Journey on Punch newspaper, federal government promises health insurance for military men. The federal government has promised that members of the Nigerian Armed Forces will be fully integrated into the National Health Insurance Authority, guaranteeing access to comprehensive health care for service members, their families, and eligible retirees. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Mutawalli, made the closure yesterday in Abuja during the celebration of the 20th anniversary of the Ministry of Defense Health Implementation Program partnership with the Waterway Army Institute of Research Africa. Mutawalli said the initiative will strengthen the resilience of Nigerian defense health system while ensuring that soldiers and their dependents enjoy the same health safeguard as other citizens under the NHIA. The minister stressed that the health of the military was a matter of national security, noting that preventive health care and insurance coverage will guarantee optional readiness. Mutawalli also pointed out that the Defense Health Partnership had already impacted more than 500,000 Nigerians, both military and civilians, saving lives, building infrastructure, and boosting public confidence in military-led health care. I think this is also a good development. Because it shouldn't be only for the military men alone. Their family too can also benefit from it.
Yes, actually. Moving to the leadership newspaper this morning, Northern minorities blast El-Rufai over claims about Tinubu's ambition. The Northern Nigerian Minorities Group has lambasted former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai for suggesting that President Bola Tinubu is plotting to extend his tenure beyond the constitutionally mandated 8 years. A statement by the convener of the group and Kakaki Basange, Chief Jacob Eddy, described El-Rufai's remark as reckless, malicious, and a direct affront to democracy. The former Kaduna State governor had recently claimed that President Tinubu would attempt to extend his tenure like Paul Biya of Cameroon, who has spent decades in office. El-Rufai stated this while hosting former Vice President Atiku Abubakar at his residence, who visited to commiserate with him over last month's attack during the inauguration of the African Democratic Congress in Kaduna. Reacting, however, the northern minority said it's our well-considered view that the former governor, now effectively one of the Nigerians' content creators, is speaking out of malice, bitterness, frustration, and desperation, the statement said. The group criticized El-Rufai's political history, accusing him of a consistent pattern of betrayal and opportunism. It questioned his motives and credibility, suggesting that his recent outburst stemmed from personal disappointment over not being included in President Tinubu's ministerial cabinet. Politics is a dirty game, actually. So
It is.
we cannot predict and we cannot just judge them how they play their work. So
Well, it's their game. They should play it well.
exactly.
Moving to Oyerinde newspaper, Apoti Uduaghan resumes seat amid political tensions. After 6 months of suspension, Senator Natasha Apoti Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central, has returned to the Senate following the unsealing of her office in suit 2.05 of the Senate wing yesterday. The office sealed since March 6, 2025 was reopened by Alabi Adedeji, Deputy Director of the Sergeant at Arm, with support from security personnel. Video footage captured Adedeji removing the red seal while declaring the office officially unsealed. Supporters who accompanied Apoti Uduaghan hailed her return as a trump of resilience and political survivor. The senator's suspension stemmed from disagreement on Senate floor seating arrangement and her allegation of sexual harassment against Senate President Godswill Akpabio, known for her outspoken advocacy on governance, equity, and women's leadership. Apoti Uduaghan has frequently challenged established norms in the 10th Assembly. In her first remark after resumption, Apoti Uduaghan emphasized that she has no apology to tender, reflecting on the challenges she endured, including the suspension, a recall attempt, and an online harassment. She expressed gratitude to her constituents and family, particularly her husband, for their support. Political observers, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Aisha Yesufu, and Obigeli Ezewasili, commended the unsealing, noting that silencing her risks deepening gender and representational gaps in the Senate. Article linked a suspension to a broader trend under President Bola Tinubu administration, citing attempts to weaken democratic institutions ahead of the 2027 election. Congratulations to her. But you see what Article just said now. Always attack Tinubu.
Exactly. I don't know why.
These people are really dragging it. They are really dragging this thing.
Congratulations to Natasha after a very long
she's so confident.
stay at home something. So
Later
congratulations
now
to her.
she's back to her duty.
Yes, congratulations to her, and I hope this ends just like that, and there's no.
Because she have already said that she's not going to tender any apology to anybody. That woman, you see the confidence for me.
She has a lot of confidence. I really
Seriously.
respect her confidence.
And for her to have that confidence, many women will look up to her because most of men now look down on women, but for her to stand up,
yes, she
I
always stands on her words,
my
and
God.
that keeps her actually going. And moving to the leadership newspaper this morning, Ekiti Guber, I can only step down for Oyebanji, says female aspirants. Now, females are leading in politics now. Like they should just give us a chance to lead.
seriously.
And again, we ladies, we are the one that I think we are trying to limit ourselves on things. We women, we do not support each other. If at all this female aspirant now, if she emerges as the governor of the Ekiti state, and I think it's going to be of a great achievement to be ladies, because now in Kwara state we have a lot of ladies in leading
exactly, all these
now.
Senate
So
houses.
I think I can only step down for Oyebanji, says female aspirant on leadership newspaper. A female governorship aspirant for Ekiti State in 2026, Atinoke Omolayo, has said she can only step down for Governor Biodun Oyebanji, through insisted that she stands the chance of winning the All Progressive Congress APC ticket. Omalayo spoke with journalists after she was screened by the APC Ekiti State Governorship Screening Committee in Abuja on Tuesday. While expressing confidence in her chances of clinching the party's ticket, she said, I have a chance, I have 100%. Since the creation of Ekiti State, there has never been a female governor. Wow. I want to be a first female governor in Nigeria, and by the grace of God, it is going to come to be. Omalaya commended Oyebanji's performance in office but stressed that a woman could do more and better. I respect the governor, His Excellency Biodun Oyebanji, who has done a lot, but I think a woman can do more better. In elections, it's we women who come out and vote. Men are often seen watching football or other things on election days. I'm encouraging all women all over the country to come out. I give kudos to the mother of the nation, our first lady, who is encouraging us to participate in politics, she said. On the issue of the type of primaries to be adopted, Omalere said she was open to any model, saying direct, indirect, or consensus, whichever one the party chooses. I am happy. Governor Oyebanji had earlier faced the APC screening panel ahead of the October 27 governorship primaries in the state. I think we just have to, we women, we just have to support this.
Have to summon that courage.
Yes, this brave
come
woman.
out and do what. If you can do it, come out and do it, and many people will support you.
If at all she emerged as governor of Ekiti State now, she will be the first female governor in Nigeria.
History.
Like,
Yes.
it's of great
Nigeria
achievement to
history.
Nigeria. So let her just, please, we are begging
can do it
Ekiti
too.
State to please come out for.
But you see, some people, we have this mindset that woman can't lead. We don't want her. She's meant in the kitchen. But I don't know why they don't have that mentality that they always think that women education ends in the kitchen. But women too can do it.
I feel
as
like
far as man can do it,
I
we
feel
can
like
also do it.
I feel like women, like, there should be a maybe a program for maybe coaching women in public speaking and how to lead in any maybe in any position we find ourselves. We should just have a program designated for that, to just bring up women, because there are a lot of women outside there who are willing to go for any political position. If especially here in Kwara State, there are a lot of women. So may God help us all.
Still glued to Oyerinde newspaper, Kwara government pledges improve primary healthcare delivery. The Executive Secretary of the Kwara State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Professor Nusrat Elelu, has reaffirmed the state government's commitment to enhancing healthcare service at the grassroots through sustained investment in the primary healthcare system. A statement by the agency press secretary, Bukola Abdulganiyu, reported that Elelu made the pledge while receiving executive of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, stakeholders from Okere local government, and the head of Department of Health in her office. Elelu highlighted the administration of Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak for a strong political will in making healthcare accessible, particularly in underserved rural community. The Abdurrahman Abdulrazak-led administration has consistently demonstrated commitment toward making healthcare more accessible to every citizen. Significant investments have been made in revitalizing primary healthcare, bringing quality service closer to the people, she said. She noted that more than 70 primary healthcare centers have been renovated and equipped across the state, with several others undergoing phase upgrade. Facilities have been strengthened with essential medical equipment, solar power boreholes, and alternative power supply to ensure continuous safe delivery. The agency boss also emphasized improvements in staffing, including the regular supply of essential drugs, equipment, and continuous training of nurses, midwives, and other health professionals. Digital innovation have been deployed to strengthen health information system, enhancing planning, monitoring, and accountability. Well, our government is also trying, is really trying, because this health issue, we really need it, and our Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak is always doing his best. Thanks to him.
Actually, he's doing his best
for prioritizing the Kwara citizen.
Yes, and even prioritizing health sector. So we really commend him for that. But we want him to do more for us, especially on health, because a lot of lives as like we've lost a lot of lives with the fact that okay, we don't have adequate
Facilities, yes.
facilities and all, and even the doctors, we do not have enough doctors here in Kwara State. Yes, because I even learned that in Kwara State we only have, I think, just 99 doctors
Oh my God,
in
all over
all
the
over
state.
Kwara State. So we only have, and now everybody will just finish their BSc and all. Okay, they do
Because
not
there's
even.
unemployment. Look how there's many doctors now out. that are
Everybody
still
will just
seeking for
finish
job
and
in-
start processing their documents to travel out of the country. But if at all the state government or even in Nigeria, we are prioritizing these doctors, giving them what they want, paying their
Yes.
salaries, giving them their
No one will
allowances.
even travel
No
out
one will even say they
for
want to travel. But
better,
everybody wants
for a greener pasture.
yes,
at all.
everybody wants to make a living for themselves. So they just have to go somewhere where they are being valued. Still on the leadership newspaper this morning, Olawepo Hashim can win votes across Nigeria, PDP chieftain. A People's Democratic Party chieftain in Northwest, Honorable Aminu Bala Wudilawa, has declared that former presidential candidate Dr. Gbenga Olawepo Hashim is the only contender with national support to win votes across the North and South in 2027. Wudilawa would doubles as the Northwest coordinator of Gbenga Hashim made the assertion during a political engagement in Kano, stressing that Nigeria needs a on fire with the capacity to transcend ethnic and regional divides. Nigeria desperately needs a political leaders who are competent, credible, and capable to breaking the political divide between North and South in the present context. Among all the presidential hopefuls being touted today, Dr. Gbenga Hashim clearly stands out. He said the PDP stalwarts described Hashim as a natural bridge builder, noting that with both Hausa and Yoruba heritage, he represents the face of national unity. He added that beyond politics, Hashim is a successful entrepreneur, a tested crusader for democracy, and an advocate of good governance.
Moving to the Guardian newspaper, Katsina Assembly seek ban on school graduation parties. The Katsina State House of Assembly has ordered the state government to ban graduation celebration in schools across the state. The resolution was reached during plenary yesterday in Katsina, presided over by the Deputy Speaker Alhaji Abdul Jalal Wunka. Presenting the motion, Tasu Musa Megari, representing Zango constituency, says such gathering of to trigger social vices and create security concern across the state. He therefore appealed to fellow lawmakers to support the motion, stressing that banning graduation ceremony will help sustain peace and order. Supporting the motion, Aliyu Abubakar Al-Baba, representing Katsina constituency, urged the government to urgently tackle the rising problem of phone snatching. I think this is another to curb this insecurity within all these parties. Also, they should be banned.
Exactly.
Because most people, as I read the same gathering,
That's
those
when they
perpetrators, they tend to do their
all those
yes.
bad crimes. And again, this school graduation parties ban is very, very good because a lot of accidents, a lot of lives has been lost due to these school graduation parties and all in universities and all. So I think the universities has been trying to curb some activities in school. Now the this sign out of 18, they've tried their possible best to cut it down. So may God help us. Finally, on the Daily Post newspaper, your government now give terrorists, bandits, celebrity treatment, Dalong says. Former president of sports, Solomon Dalong, has accused the government of giving terrorists celebrity treatment at peace meeting while leaving ordinary Nigerians defenseless against attacks. The statement posted on his Facebook page today, titled Beyond State Police, the urgent case for citizens' rights to bear arms. Dalong said Nigeria's centralized security system had collapsed, exposing citizens to bandits, terrorists, and violent criminals armed with sophisticated weapons. He argued that while criminals openly flaunt weapons at government-sponsored peace meetings in the presence of security agencies, ordinary citizens faced arrest and prosecution for keeping even basic tools for self-defense. The debate over the establishment of state police has returned to the constitutional front burner, with arguments being advanced both for and against it. He called for a comprehensive constitutional amendment to allow for the creation of states, local government, and community police, as well as the recognition of citizens' rights to legally bear arms for self-defense.
And lastly, on Daily Post newspaper, our own very own goalkeeper, NFF celebrates Chiamaka Ndoze on Ballon d'Or feat. The Nigerian Football Federation has celebrated the Falcon goalkeeper Chiamaka Ndoze for her remarkable feat at the 2025 Ballon d'Or Award. Recall that Ndoze finished fourth in the Women's Goalkeeper of the Year category on Monday night. The award was won by Chelsea and England goalkeeper Anna Upton. Ndoze meanwhile made history as the first Nigerian to be nominated for the prestigious award. Reacting, NFF in a statement by its General Secretary Dr. Muhammad Sanusi yesterday also expressed confidence that the Bhutan goalkeeper will win the award very soon. Meanwhile, Super Falcon head coach Justin Madugu finished fourth in the Coach of the Year category, which was won by Three Lionesses of England head coach Serena Wigman. Congratulations.
We women,
we are still very soon. That's all. We are going to push those people there.
Yes,
we are going to that upper place.
We women, we are going to lead, and that's some period.
Seriously, the Falcons are really trying. They are really trying.
May God help them. And that has the newspaper review for today. Still coming from the studios of Emirate Radio. Emirate Radio is located behind the Federal Ministry of Environment of Oyerinde, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Thanks for listening and thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
We elevate your listening experience.